Hey, it's Zach, and today I wanted to talk to you about post occupancy. A lot of times we get questioned, what does post occupancy mean? It's a pretty straightforward thing. It's just time that the sellers are going to stay in the home after you've closed on the property. So, say we have the closing date of July 5th, and they want to stay in the home until July 19th, giving them 2 weeks of post occupancy. This is actually a pretty common thing, especially in our area where we have a lot of relocations happening, as well as a lot of new construction. It's a really big benefit for first-time home buyers. You're not trying to sell a home to buy a home. This is a situation where you can have a really good leg up in the offers. So a lot of times this can be used for the sellers to do things like make sure their new construction is complete, maybe they're relocating for a new job or to a new city and they're making sure that everything's lined up properly before they move out. They could also just have another purchase that requires this house to be sold before they can complete that purchase. There's a lot of reasons for it. It can be a really great situation to find yourself in if you've been losing out on a lot of offers and you have more time than you have, say, an extra $10,000 or $15,000 for an appraisal gap or something of that nature. So if time is where you've got more value at, then this may be a great value proposition to give to a seller. If you're able to allow them to have a little bit of more ease into their new home where they can move and they don't have to do it all in one weekend or a couple of days, that's very beneficial for them. A lot of people like to take that stress off of themselves. So this is something that we will typically look at your situation and say, hey, is this a good idea or a bad idea? A lot of times it doesn't work out very well if you're trying to sell a home to buy a home. But there are ways around that, and we've worked around those plenty of times before. So don't be scared when somebody says, hey, we want post occupancy. Use it to your advantage and figure out a way that you can work that into buying the home that you are looking into. If you can get into a great home and the most you have to give up is a couple of weeks of your time, that's a huge benefit. There is a little bit of risk to it. I'm not going to dive too much into that today. To avoid that risk, what you want to do is make sure that your agent is reaching out to the listing agent and figuring out why they need the post occupancy. Is it just for some peace of mind? Is it because of relocation? Is it because they're closing on a new home? Are they building a home? We want to make sure that there's a legitimate reason for that post occupancy, but they don't have to disclose why they want the post occupancy either. I would imagine they would want to communicate with you and give you an understanding of it, but they don't have to. So, but that's what post occupancy is. Don't be scared of it. Use it to your advantage. It's another tool in your tool set. Thank you all for joining me. Have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. That way you're alerted anytime we come out with new content. Thank you again for watching. Have a wonderful day.